It's Blackest Night. Nikki Black on the Bay Area's rock station, 107.7 The Bone. Nikki Black. Nikki Black.
She sleeps all day and she works all night. What kind of girl do you think she is?
It's Blackest Night on the Bay Area's rock station, 107.7 The Bone.
Hello, Nikki.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. How's the Bay Area doing today?
It's gorgeous today. You should see it. Are you going to come visit us before you come for the show?
I hope so, yes. Let's work something out. We'll be coming. Where are we going to be on this tour? There's still some dates going in. I hope we get a bit closer to you.
Yeah, it looks like you're going to be in San Jose for us, so it's not all the way up in San Francisco proper, which is a little bit of a bummer, but, we'll make the drive.
All right, we'll try and work something out, yeah.
So I guess first thing we should talk about is the album, Redeemer of Souls. Last time around, we had a conversation. You said somebody suggested Nostradamus to the band, and you guys kind of ran with it. Did something like that happen this time?
For Redeemer of Souls, well, the title came out of just the massive metal that we were making, Nikki. You know, from day to day, as any band will tell you, you know, you don't know what you're going to come up with. And my job as a lyricist, dude, I've always got my iPad full of titles and ideas and so forth. And when we were constructing that tune, it just felt that was the right words and phrase to attach to it. So that's how it came together. Like a lot of the stuff in Priest, it's very uncluttered. You know, it's not premeditated. It's just very straight from the metal heart. We pour it out, we record it, and you know, we move on to the next track. But it's a good one. What a great title, Redeemer of Souls. It's in that same vein as Screaming for Vengeance, Defenders of the Faith, Sad Wings of Destiny, going way back. So these types of phrases we've been using for Priest to spread our metal gospel forever, it seems.
Now, where is KK at this point? Is he staying in retirement, or is he coming back for things part-time or anything like that?
He's 100% retired.
It's just all golf for him now, huh?
Yeah. We're so thrilled to have this next metal giant in our midst, Richie Faulkner, who I know you saw last time we were out on the Epitaph tour.
Yeah, he's a boundless energy ball on stage. It's great.
He's just a great, complete metal musician. So you saw him before you heard what he was doing now in Redeemer of Souls, and when he was out on the Epitaph tour, just tearing the stage up night after night around the planet, which is a great way to introduce his skills and his great talent to our metalheads all over the place. The next step was to get into writing mode with Glenn and myself, and that's when he really started to burn. You know, his riffs and his lead breaks and all the other components that he's got in his metal heart, they just roared out onto the sessions, the writing sessions, and equally, you know, the real strength was happening when we were laying down the tracks. It was just colossal to watch. Not only him, but everybody working. The drumming from Scott is phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And the same goes for Ian, bass god Hill. Everybody's just really given 100% more than ever. And I think this is just a great time, a great statement for Priest 40 years later.
So it truly was a collaborative effort with this new album, with everybody having an input.
Yeah, everybody. And we've done that. We've done that pretty much from day one, Nikki. We've always said that if we're in any situation where one of us is not happy, then you make the necessary adjustments, because that's what breaks up bands. You know, if there's too much domination going on, at least in my opinion, I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. By experience, the best way to keep your band in harmony is for everybody to be in agreement. So this is what this record is about. It's everybody in Priest believing what they're doing on Redeemer of Souls.
Harmony off stage means harmony on stage, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. Totally. I mean, you know, it's the same deal. We get to the gig, we're all in the same dressing room. We get dressed, we do our show, we come off, we eat together. You know, it's a very, very tight experience. I think and that's the best way to make it, make it strong, keep it strong.
Judas Priest is going to be at the City National Civic in San Jose on November 16th. And I know with a vast catalog and a long history and some incredibly passionate fans, the set list has to be a challenge every time. Do you know where you're going to go with that? Because you've got a new album that you want people to hear?
Yeah, the same for any band, Nikki. You're out there promoting your new stuff, and these songs are very, very important to us. And I think by the time we swing through to San Jose, a lot of our fans will be deep into the album anyway, and be ready to hear those songs transposed from the coming out the speakers at home to the speakers on stage. But oh god, it's a nightmare. If you don't do Breaking the Law, you're going to get killed. Living After Midnight, you're going to get killed. We love those songs. They're the backbone of Priest's history. So we have to make sure that we look after the fans the way that they've looked after us all these years. We want to give you those tunes, otherwise the night wouldn't be complete. So a little bit of everything, and as I think I've already mentioned, it's the 30th anniversary of Defenders of the Faith as well. So we're going to polish off some of the songs from that great record into the set as well. But every time we go out, it is more challenging. But we do our best. We try and give you a good dose of Priest metal from all areas if we can.
Does that make it easier or more frustrating that you guys are going to be hitting a 30th anniversary of an album every couple of years now while you're still putting out new albums and trying to balance that?
Yeah, it's a blessing. You balance it. You're absolutely right. It is balancing. Well, we've got some more stuff happening with Defenders later on in the year, but this is the moment that we're really focusing on. Again, any band that has a new release, it's where you are now. It's what you're saying about yourself at this moment in time. It's representing your band with your new songs. And so that's at the forefront of everything that we're doing. But we don't forget all of those other blessings that we've got from our past, and we celebrate them as they come along.
On Redeemer of Souls, is there any particular song that, I mean, I'm sure you love them all like children, but is there one that you kind of like a little bit more than another? Maybe you like to sing it more, or maybe you appreciate the lyrics where they came from more?
I'm going to go with the title track, and I think it's just because even now when I listen to it, and I mean, you and I have known each other forever. Nikki and I always tell you tonight that when we finish making a Priest record, I can't listen to it for weeks and months because I'm too like critical. I'm like, why didn't I sing that this way? Why didn't I phrase it that way? I'm just like beating myself up all the time. But now I listen to the record and I'm enjoying it. Like I'm sure and hope our fans will be enjoying it. And I got to say that title track, Redeemer of Souls, it's great. It's just a wonderful, short, compressed expression of a lot of the things that I still love about Priest. It's just the presentation, the arrangement, the strength in the performance, the message in the song. It's just a beautiful, compact little metal moment that does a lot for me.
Now, there's a rumor that you are going to do a project with Lady Gaga. Did you start that rumor?
No, she said it to me. She just said, let's do something. And I went, okay. I don't know what that means. Let's do something. I've got to say, all of my metalheads out there know that metal is at the heart of everything that I do, but I love to see a big show. I love to see a big production. And I went to see her show in San Diego. And it was just great to watch. It was just a very complete presentation as far as what a good show should be about. And of course, she backed it up with all these really, really good songs. And I love her just because, for a singer, she's an amazing singer.
Oh, yeah. I've seen her in concert, too, and it's mind-blowing. It's tired just watching her.
Yeah, and then she sings all these, she writes all this material. She's got a live band. I was hanging out with the band afterwards. They're all metalheads. And, at the heart. So, and then of course you look at her past, and she's a total metalhead. She's made, she hasn't hid that. She started off, strongly into rock and metal, and she is. When you see pictures of her with Alice Cooper or with Bruce from Maiden and all of these other people in metal. It just shows you that she's committed to that. So I just wanted to go and check it all out, and it was amazing. And then we, she comes off stage instantly, and she's like, I can't believe you're here, and give me a hug, and let's do something. And she's just a really sincere, complete person as a musician. But what we'll do, and if we do it, I don't know. I don't know what's happening in that world.
I'm pretty sure you guys both have really busy schedules over the next year and a half, huh?
Yeah, solid, absolutely solid. She's out on the road. We're about to go out on the road for I don't know how long. But it's great, isn't it? There's just such and again, more than ever, there's just such an extraordinary display of all things music in this great nation, in America right now particularly. In the metal world, it's just roaring. New Mastodon, new Behemoth, Death Punch recently, Avenged Sevenfold recently. It's just great. It's a great place to be right now in music, but especially in metal. Metal is as strong as ever.
Which reminds me, the Lady Gaga connection, you had Lady Starlight out with you guys last time around. I think it was last time. And she's a great metal DJ. But this time you're taking out Steel Panther. How did that happen?
You try and give the best night out that you can for your fans, and special guests are an important component to that. It's kind of cool, really, that I've got a connection with Steel Panther, with Russ Parrish, Satchel, or Briefcase, as I now call him, Man Purse. That's pretty cool. We were together on the Fight records, and of course Scott was in Fight as well, so it's kind of very, very cool in that respect that we'll all be hanging out. But, whenever Priest goes out with somebody, we try and do something different. They're a great band, they're excellent musicians. They're really funny songs that are, parody and so forth. But
well, and they're somewhat of a parody of Judas Priest in some cases, right?
I know, yeah, it's great,
It's very full circle.
Metal, it doesn't have to be serious 300 and how many days in the year are there? Everybody likes to lighten up, as they should. And I think this is a great balance for Priest, Panther's going to open the show in a very strong, explosive way, set the tone, set the mood, get everybody rocking for Priest to come out and deliver our metal. So I think it's going to be great. And I'm thrilled that Priest has had the opportunity to do this, because if Priest hadn't have done it, somebody else would have, And Panther's huge right now, not only in the US, but particularly in Europe. So they're a relevant band.
How well do you think they'll translate from the club show to the big stage? Because they've kind of been taking a big stage show and squishing it into a club show all these years, and now they're opening for you guys, which I think would have them frightened, wouldn't it? No,
I don't think they're frightened. No. I think you can frighten the Steel Panther.
Now, last question on live shows. Did you hear of Bruce Dickinson calling you guys out for using a teleprompter?
Yeah. Oh, just what we British say was just a storm in a teacup. I love Bruce. He's a great friend of mine, and he's very outspoken, and great front man, great singer from a great band. And these things are said in many ways, and I'm sure his heart he didn't mean it in any other way that Bruce sometimes goes off in one of his rants. It's just the way it goes. But storm in a teacup, storm in a metal teacup.
I would think that if I had to remember all the songs that you have to remember, I would want a teleprompter too, just because you're up there and there's so much going on with the explosions. And which reminds me, are you bringing the motorcycle out this year?
Yeah, bringing the bike out. When you saw us on the Epitaph tour, we had everything on the kitchen sink on that show. So we can't replicate that. We can't go one more than 11, although I think our music on Redeemer of Souls goes one more than 11. The fact is, we're putting together a new stage show, new stage set, and it'll be different. It's something that we haven't done before. I won't give too much away, but it'll be strong. It'll be cool. We'll have the bike. We'll have all the other great things that you love about a pre-show. So definitely worth checking out.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thanks for checking out the podcast. For more interviews, check out my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Nikki Black and the podcast archive at nikkiblack.blogspot.com.